Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. A good pickup there at 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. The guy's man, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they'll send the slot in motion left. After the sack on 1st down, Watson, just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On fourth down, Watson. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Our first carry here for Kananga Wangu. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now it's Wilson. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. The Ravens at 2 and 4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
In motion comes the tight end left. Right back to Dobbins on first. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
People across the league got Dobbins picked as one of the likeliest breakout players for 2021. Unfortunately, that all changed after a torn ACL, but those expectations still remain the same for 2022. This is a guy who many believe can be one of the league's leaders in rushing this season and a true workhorse for the Baltimore backfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Watson off play action. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the red zone now, Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they're going to get the first down here as he's off to the 14. Play action. Now Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They go play action with Wilson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Play action. It's Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, Their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Wilson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, he got done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 30 on.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Third and long. It's Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. Back to throw, Watson. Steps away to his left.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now it's Watson. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now in Baltimore. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stunts for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Touchdown.
Chase Claypool, 28 yards. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being called.
127 yards rushing for him now. He's been tremendous all day long. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Following the sack, they come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it 24-13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Just keeping the play alive. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Watson. Touchdown, Browns. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try the option on third down.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Maybe the outcome of this return is a little bit different, but ultimately time runs out and they come back, so it falls short. They probably win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Ravens, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.